All right, so it's best to zoom all the way out as far as you can. I like to use the hour chart because it's more, what's the word I want to say? More real
Like
time, up to date,
accurate?
current.
Oh, okay. Real time. Got you.
So looking at this from the left to the right, the first swing that I would look for to identify 3 levels is this one here. This swing to this one. So that's measuring from there to there. Now, let me turn the zoom off so we can get over there. Okay, so now this is the level I marked off on the hour chart when I zoomed out. So I would first start here and see if I can find 3 levels, which I can. First level would be this rally here. And once in this rally, as soon as you start to see a higher high, which is first seen as we count, we got a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low. I'm sorry, in a bearish movement, you want to identify the first higher low, which is right here. And identifying that's where you'll hit that level, that first level. And I like to go to that all time, the furthest low before that pullback. We need to make sure it's a straight line. And just to make it a straight line, all I do is go in here, copy paste. And I want to put that at this low.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. Because after this low, I then have a higher low. So if you ever heard me say trend over, that particular trend or swing is over as soon as it was cleared by that higher low. So then at that point that this level is marked, on a swing basis, this is where you would want to enter to continue down.
Okay.
Of course, there will be a retrace. Once you see that higher low, expect a retrace. And you'll want to get back in if you want to start setting pending orders. Your pending order would be right here for a sell stop at the break of that at the end of the first level. Then
because now it's reaching lower.
Right, and you can measure that with the Fibonacci. So swing high to swing low, retrace to the 38, and that would give us an ABCD pattern in technical terms. A, B, C, B to C, C to D. And of course, this C to D would be measured by the expansion. Swing high to swing low. And that'll take us to that expansion where we hit. You see, we hit that damn expansion perfect. Right there at that 129. Now, going to the level, from right here, from level 1 to level 2, that would be measured at the top of the retrace from level 1. So then it would start here. This would be the peak of level 2. Then you would count that all the way till you get the first higher low. So if we're looking down, we got lows, 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 lows. This one, I wouldn't count that because it's still a bearish candle. Now, if this closed bullish with this higher low, then it would have some significance for a reversal. But this candle right here, although it does have a higher low, it's a doji and it's still bearish. So I would keep going until I get to the higher low, which is here. No, yeah, no, it's right here. This would be the higher low.
Because it covers that previous candle.
Right, because now this high or this low is higher than this candle's low. And all these other candles had lower lows all the way to here. So this would be level 2 and the top of level 3. Level 2 to level 3 doesn't typically give you a big retrace. So that's why you see it really just continued to fall. So in this particular cycle, we got level 1, level 2, and level 3. You see that? Then continuing to count forward. Remember, level 1 becomes level 3 becomes level 1. Then you got level 2. Then you got level 3. Then continuing to count, remember level 3 becomes level 1.
We at the top.
You got level
middle
1, level 2.
And
bring
then
this back
all the
over
way
here.
to the bottom.
And you got level 3. Then of course level 3 becomes 1. You got level 2. See how level 2 in this situation is real tight. It was a consolidation, but it's still a level. Then you got level 3. And really to count the levels, really you just have to really focus on when the trend's over in the cycle. Each level has its own trend. So as soon as you see that trend over, you know that's a level completed. So now keeping the count going, we're at level 3 becomes level 1. Then we got level 2. And then we got level 3.
Okay, so now let's say, all right, so now you see how you said to know the next, if it's at a certain level, you will know if the trend is done. Like the trend is done, the level is done. So
Say
now
again?
let's say you said when the trend is done, the level is done, right?
Right.
So now let's say in real time, right? In real time, where you at on the charts, how would you be able to tell if you have room to enter the trade, like if it has another level to complete or if it's finished per se?
Okay, that's best analyzed and seen on an intraday real-time basis off this hour chart. So using Aussie USD right here for example, since we know level 3 was here. Well, let's go ahead and actually go back and do the current count. So we got level 1 here. Got level 2 here. And level 3 here. So now removing this, knowing where the cycles change, we got level 3 becoming level 1. Oh, not bad, it's actually. So now we know this is level 1 per se. Now knowing that we're in a bearish cycle, we can use the peaks within level 1. So now looking on this downward trend beginning, we have levels within levels. So with that being said, with level, there's levels, there's cycles within cycles, levels within levels. So each cycle has a level being completed or drawn out on a lower time frame. In each lower time frame you have another cycle. So now since we're utilizing the hour in real time, of course, all the way up to the monthly has its own little cycle. All the way up to the monthly. So every time frame has its own cycle, but using real time, current day-to-day swing, you would want to be reading the cycle off the hour. So since we're in this level 1, we can now go to say 30-minute and start reading the cycle and trend within that time frame, as long as we're still within the level and we have the right cycle direction.
Okay.
So since we're down, we know we need to be analyzing a downtrend throughout the levels. So now all the way down to the 15-minute chart, I'm actually going to throw these the high and the previous high and low of the days on there. So now on this 15-minute chart, we know the cycle is down. We know we're in level 1, pushing down to level 2. Now we're going to use the intraday highs and lows. So yesterday's lows here. So we know that level there is the level we need to continue to break down through. Now from there, if we want to pull out our Fibonacci and actually complete that swing high to swing low, is the 23.6. Now, in my prediction is that we're going to continue to crash down through this low down here. And I'll show you, let me show you how I got to that and where we're at now. Being that this is the low, this was, of course, obviously a supportive area. Here it was broken, become resistance. But in the meantime, we had a retrace here. So we know this level also plays as resistance right now. Now in this swing down from that point, this was the next level of support before price bounced back up. So now we know that's a level of resistance as well. So my projections on this Aussie USD is it not being able to climb back over
The hump.
this hump here and continue to get pushed down. And that would push us down into level 2.
Level 2.
So if I go back to the hour and we see level 1, well, actually, it's going to actually be right here. Level 1, then we got the retrace that we already experienced. So now we'll get our level 2, which will likely bring us back over. If we look back to our left, which would actually bring us back into one of these previous peaks right in here, which is most likely this one. And notice how that level there is also in the mix with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high and lows of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, and really 5. You count this one. So we know that's a prime target for level 2. And then once level 2 is completed, we'll get a retrace. Now, we can also pull our Fibonacci out. and measure from level 1 to level 2, just the overall level 1, which is here to here. And that 23 is a entry zone. So with that being said and completed, we'll likely get the ABCD pattern off the 23.
Gotcha.
And this will bring us down into level 2.
I definitely need to start paying attention to the levels. So basically, you gotta, when you come up in the morning, you gotta like backtrace kind of to see what levels was completed, to see what level you on, and from there you move in.
Right. Now, once you do it once, of course, I could leave this up and trade off of this marking for until all the way until level 2 is complete. I just know that, in fact, I'm looking for bearish entries. So I'd be looking for, say, come down into like a 5 minute or so, and I'd be looking for bearish entries off of this time frame. So if I go ahead and remove all of that, now that I do know I'm looking for bearish situations, I can start mapping out the lower time frames for bearish entries. Using the smallest, really on an intraday basis, using the 15 and the 5 is the best intraday trend reading. Once you identify which way the trend's going for the day, you can pull out that 5 and 15-minute chart and ride the trend in that direction off that particular time frame. So if I look over here to the left at this particular downtrend that started, I know that this level here was at one point the support. And I see how it was broken down right here.
Got crashed. So now that support, that floor should become a ceiling.
Right. So now this area is actually, if I go ahead and mark the whole structure out, which would be from there to there, until this particular structure is broken, this level here is still, well, resistance now. Okay, it was here, support, support. Here it became resistance. Here it's still resistance. Here's a retest. Now, if this particular price starts to crash and close above this overall structure that created the resistance, then we can consider buys. But I don't believe it's going to break through this structure here. I believe now is actually a great time. If you want, we can go ahead and take a binary trade.
So AU.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a. Okay, we're gonna flip the 50. Let's do a 10. Let's do a $10 binary trade. I'm gonna do 10 minutes.
AU. How much is AU paying?
Huh?
How much is AU giving out?
How much is 80 euro?
The Australian dollar. You took the binary, right?
Yeah, I took the binary sell for 10 minutes. What was my entry? My entry is 73833.
All right.
And I took an entry earlier. It's down at 810.
I got it at 73820.
Okay, smooth. All right, so I don't believe it's gonna crush and break through that structure. Notice how this level is still a pretty solid resistance level. Until price breaks above it and closes. Notice how price did break above it, but then preceding candle closed right back. So it brought it right back down that resistance level. So now measuring the overall swing and how this level here is now resistance, now it's likely going to come attack this level, which will also put us back in line with the level 1 to level 2 shift that we've already seen on the higher time frame. So now we can pretty much confidently expect. Also utilizing and keeping in the fact that the highs and lows of the previous days or the previous candles in general are always tested. This
bless.
Appreciate it. This particular dotted line, this YL, measures or indicates yesterday's whole candle's low. So this is the price action we're getting at the low of the whole day candle from yesterday. So it's very likely that this day candle is going to continue to close bullish or bearish.
My binary definitely already in profit.
Good deal, good deal. Yeah, we're gonna flip this shit real quick.
Fucking with you, man. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
And then now knowing that we're in a downtrend, we know what cycle we're headed to. Now we can go to a higher time frame. We can let our intraday position just ride. Now we can go to the higher time frame and find a target. So looking at knowing that all the lower time frames are already pushing down for the bearish cycle, we know that this daily candle is going to continue.
Bless.
Thank you. Gonna continue down. So now we can read the trend and markups on the daily here. And once I get through this part, you'll actually see why I plan on swinging these current trades that we in for a good minute. I just been bumping my stop loss and shit in profit. But I'm swinging these. I'm gonna swing these positions from here. If you can really eyeball it now that you know we're in a bearish cycle from there to all the way down here. Because looking at this daily, if you look, you can actually see the three levels here that we even identified on the 1 hour chart. We have bullish, bullish, level 1. Retrace, which was the pullback. Bullish. We got right in here, level 2. Then we got
now question. Why would level 2 stop at that third black candle at that halfway point instead of at the top of the wick where the third rectangle is?
Looking over here to the left, this right here.
Okay.
This right here is what I saw that identified the end of level 2.
Okay, so that was like a previous resistance.
Right, previous resistance consolidation right in here. That actually stood right out. And that was just simply because I saw this consolidation here. So level 2 and then level 3 would have been here. And you can see that off the daily, and that's the same markup. Oh shit, the hour. That we did on the hour. I know it takes some practice. You know, I do this shit like the back of my hand. But of course it takes some practice, but there are the 3 levels right there, seeing it the same exact way off the daily. And you can see that consolidation. This is that consolidation we saw. When I go back to the daily here, that's that consolidation level. So let's go back into a lower time frame, 5 minutes. Okay, so now back in here into the 5 minute and the 15 minute. Like I said, we're just analyze it. We're just gonna ride the downtrend. We know overall we're right now at a peak to begin a downtrend. So this is a situation where now that we've identified the cycle, we've identified the daily direction, we've identified the trend, we're about to catch the whole overall. Now, another thing that will confirm this area is as a great entry point is this Fibonacci. And the Fibonacci is going to be used on this intraday swing high to swing low here. We're at the 61.8 right now. So of course, that right there alone confirms an ABCD formation. And if to go ahead and find our intraday target, of course, now we just pull out our expansion. Swing high to swing low. Retrace came to the 61.8. And now we have our expansion down here, which gives us our targets.
Gotcha.
And if I'm talking too fast, I went ahead and I'm recording all of it for you.
Now, I know. I peeped that you was recording.
But yeah, that is pretty much the Aussie USD in a nutshell. Did you have any questions about anything I just went over on that, the cycles and levels and all that right here on this Aussie?
So I understand the difference of the 3 levels on the Aussie. I'm still gonna have to practice it a little bit more,
Right,
but I understand like what I'm looking for as far as like previous resistances and supports and where it changes and flips to the other side, and also like where's the pullbacks,
Okay,
from
so
those
you can know
momentum.
where a particular a pullback is likely to even go.
Mm-hmm. And
That
that's
helps.
just something I'm gonna have to practice. Like
Yeah,
you said, you eye it like that. Like for me, like I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing it as you drawing it. I don't know how accurate I'm gonna see it naked.
right, okay, gotcha. And the best way to start marking this and reading it like this is utilizing a blank chart. Let's get a blank chart and start mapping it out like that.
So like just pick random pairs and just start mapping out levels.
Right. And just take all the indicators off.
Okay.
All right, our trade closes in, mine just closed. How much time you got left on yours?
A minute.
Okay. All right, so let's go down. We can also take this all the way down to the minute time frame. So we already know what we're doing on the high, the daily's doing, the 15 minutes doing. We know we're right there at the peak at the 61.8. So here in the 1 minute, it can get real exciting. We know we're just looking for the beginning of a downtrend. So that's actually what I'm seeing now. Here's the high. Take out the Fibonacci, the low. We're right there at the 50 here on the 1 minute time frame, beginning of a downtrend. Boom. So we can literally ride this 1 minute time frame down via binary. So we got swing low.
And this is how you correlate them. But you only do this in the morning. Yeah, I win my trade.
So now here we go with another one. I'm
Same
actually gonna same pair. I'm gonna go ahead and take one for it. Let's go ahead and look here at the 15-minute time frame. Now that we see this 15-minute structure, we know what we've already analyzed the 1 minute. we can literally trade to the close of this 15-minute candle because based on the formation that we're getting, it's likely going to close right in here. If I go back to the 1 minute, this is what we see. So let me zoom in and look at this area specifically right here. We got the high, the low, retrace to here. So price shouldn't exceed this. This is where we should plan to enter. Once price break either retest here and gets rejected or breaks right here and closes. That's when we'll enter. And we'll do this trade for 10 minutes as well. And you see how it's pushing down now?
Mhm.
This candle closes below here, we'll take the trade.
And on your binary setup, do you use any indicators?
On the binary, I actually just have it set up. I use the Haikina sheet candles.
Okay.
No indicators, but on you talking about like on a pocket option screen?
Yeah, I remember I put you onto the Hakina sheets. My friend was doing those. I didn't know what they was.
All right, I went ahead and got my trade ready because with the closing below there, which it likely will on this next 5-minute candle close, I'm gonna pull the trigger. Also, another thing that you can look at here is the highs and lows of the candle.
Okay. The actual body, not the wicks.
No, the wicks.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, definitely want to include the wicks when you're looking at support or resistance. So the wick here for the high is about right here. See how it just hit that point and turn?
Mm-hmm.
That would be the ultimate little resistance point. So that would actually be a sniper entry right there. But like I said, we're gonna wait for that. Like I said, we could have really entered on that retest or the break, which is now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger for the 10 minute. All right, I'm in. I got in at where we at? 3791. 378. Flat.
Are you selling again?
Yeah. This 15-minute candle that we're currently in should close here. Right here around 737. So this is a situation where you're still in the Forex swing short, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just collecting profit there and flipping more over here on binary. Oh shit, I meant to tell you. Okay, did you do another 10?
10 minutes?
10 yeah, 10 minutes and $10.
Yeah.
Okay. Next trade, set it for 17.
Gotcha. Which
But yeah, I love this
what did I
binary
get
shit. I'll
in?
be flipping the
I'm
hell out
trying
of
to
this
figure
binary while we
out.
sit here.
I got in at 73793.
Okay, smooth. You should be in profit now, right? Oh, getting ready to close.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Profit.
Smooth. And that's gonna take us all the way down in there. And like I said, since we know we're in a downtrend, really the next 4 hours is gonna be down. So we can just continue to pick this binary part down on its way down. Reading the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute trend. So right now, our target for this 1 minute trend is this 161. So let me actually go ahead and get these some of this stuff off of here, so we can just see our target. All right, so now we can see our target. One expansion. That's really the first target if you would have entered all the way up here at the retrace. We can already expect price to hit all 3 expansions. Now remember, I'm doing this on the 1 minute chart, but every time frame is the same.
Yeah, they all correlate.
So this same strategy that I'm using to mark up this 1 minute here can be used to mark up every time frame. So if you want, of course, this is happening more faster than the 4 hour or whatnot, but the same technique and the same patterns will play out, just take longer.
Gotcha.
So we got our 3 targets right there, and we can really just ride this downtrend as it hits each one of those levels. And again, all by looking at the highs and lows of the patterns when they close, the candles when they close. So right now, in this particular candle, on this 1 minute going down, we have a lower high already confirmed. We won't know about the lower low until this candle closes, because this candle could keep that low there, which is a lower low, and form a lower high. If it comes back up here and say closes right here, it's still a lower low, lower high. Now we have a lower high, and let's see if we get another lower low. What we can confirm is that we got a lower low and a lower high. But you also have to keep in mind, this is a doji candle. So now, knowing that this is a doji candle, which often signals stall or consolidation, we can go back and look at the previous lows of the other candles, which is like right here. As long as the preceding highs along that are forming now don't cross this line, the downtrend is still valid, which again still correlates with our higher time frame advancing from level 1 to level 2 and so forth and so forth. This is just what we're seeing in real time on a lower time frame.
Gotcha.
Because
And
now what's happening, now we've got a lower low, lower low, lower high, which is now the beginning of that downtrend, another downtrend push, series of lower lows and lower highs.
So it just it went up collecting a couple more buy orders, and then it
Exactly.
pushed it down. It's grabbing
So
that
now that we're looking
liquidity.
at this here. All right. When our current trade, how long before your current trade expires?
About 5 minutes.
Okay. So
See, I put
at,
in $35 this morning for Forex. I'm at 40 if I win these trades so far.
$40 profit for the day?
No. I made $5 profit for the day. I didn't have my calculator on me to do my leverage, so I just put in
Okay.
0.1, 0.1.
Okay, smooth. That's smooth.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've been working a lot of overtime, so I haven't been really trading as much because I just been working and sleeping.
Okay.
So I'm like coming back in. I'm like, let me just play low right now and just get back into mojo.
Okay, smooth. Good idea. Good idea. You know, I got I'm launching the funded program and everything in a couple of months. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be clutch. That's gonna be lit.
Definitely.
All right. So at 6:15, let's take a 15-minute trade.
Oh, I'm like, wait, 6:15. It's
I'm
9 o'clock.
sorry, yeah,
I'm like, wait,
9:15. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
9:15. I got you.
We can
I
do
had to
this one. We
remember.
can do this one for 10 as well, or you can go ahead and do the 17.
All right, cool. I got another minute anyway till this one expires. I'll do the 17 because I just won 15.
All right, I'm gonna enter in 10 seconds for 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah, and that's gonna take us all the way to 9:30.
I'm in another cell.
Okay, good deal. You got it. My entry
Yes,
for
sir.
this 15 is 738.
I think I'm a little lower than 73732.
7.
Because I don't know. Yeah,
Okay,
sometimes this
you're
thing,
already in profit though, right?
yeah,
Okay.
this thing sometimes it asks me, am I sure? Do I want to confirm? Do I want to enter into the trade? I'm like, yeah, nigga, into the trade. I mean, I guess it's cool because, like, if you're unsure, if you let's say you click the wrong pair, then
Right,
you
right,
won't
right.
actually get
I
in.
think there's a way you can turn that off. I think I remember you used to see that. I don't see it anymore. I think there's a way I must have turned it off somehow, but I'm not sure exactly how I did it. Next time it comes up, see if there's a box you can check, because I think that might have been what I did. But if you want to keep it on, don't press the box, because if you turn it off, I don't know how to actually turn it back on.
Oh, I actually did just find it. It was right in settings. I found it. It's one-click trading. It says open trades without confirmation. I had it
Okay,
off
yeah,
because
that's actually what I click on. I always click on the one-click trade.
yeah, there you go. And I won that other trade as well.
Okay,
Appreciate
good
that.
deal. So you see how that 1 minute chart we drew up? This is how it looks on the 5 minute. Perfect downtrend. But if we go to the 1 minute, this is of course what we're seeing. Now looking here at the downtrend, notice how we got the lows, 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 higher low, a lower low, and we got the retrace, which is here. So now, as far as this 1 minute is concerned, is the consolidation range down here. And we're like, we just, once this next candle close, continue to just push on down, which will also close this 30-minute candle here. And this 30-minute candle is definitely going to continue, should definitely continue to close bearish.
So basically, once you master, well, not even really master, because I know you can't like master something that's keeps like happening in real time, because it's different. It's real time every time. But like once you get like a better bearing of MT4, you basically could do the binary, because in the morning, it's the same thing. It's the same price action.
Right, exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Because I'm realizing like while we in profit on Forex, we're profiting even bigger on binary because it's percentage based winnings. It's like being at the
Exactly.
casino.
Yeah, you can flip a check real fast on this fucking binary shit.
Or my man's is crazy because he never traded before. He never traded. But we taught him binary because it was a little bit easier, it's less chart work. He going crazy. He
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
took 100
that
to
fucking
5
binary,
bins,
you can go.
200 to 3 bins. And I'm like, yo, bro, he have no strategy. He just look at the candles. He then
And
found
pull the
like certain
trigger.
he found certain little indicators he like, and he just pulled the trigger like that's it. But as far as emotion, he have no emotion with it because he's a gambler. He likes to gamble, and he said, "Well, I'm in a casino."
Hey, you see how we continuing to get that push down?
Yes, sir. I'm watching it right now on both. I got my binary open and my T4 on trading view, I should say.
And looking at that resistance level, you see that was the expansion that it played resistance at right here.
Yes, sir.
And now we should go on ahead and continue down to the next one, which is down here at 70, this 161.
Overall, what target do you see price hitting?
For the Aussie today,
Yeah.
to see that one, we'll go out to a higher time frame like this 15-minute and pull that original swing high to swing low, swing high, swing low, pull out our expansion, and the daily target will be off the 15-minute. Oh shit, I drew it wrong. It'll be off the 15-minute expansion. Which takes us down. Which takes us down at about 72, 73 flat.
Oh, all right, cool. I was saying that as well.
Right in
73.
129.5 to 79, 72.9. So right in there. Now to find the exact target, we can zoom out and just look for structure over here to the left. So the most precise, or the one that has the highest chance of it getting hit is the 129. And that's just looking at the structure here. If you look at the other expansions, there's not as much structure as there is right here on this 129, which means the market or the algorithm, the market maker, whatever you want to call it, is going to be more interested in that 129 expansion than any of the other ones. That makes sense?
Gotcha, because it has the most like orders there, so like it's money there.
Exactly. That the most money is right there. You see, there's not much. Of course, this would be a level 2, but there's not as much here as there is here, or even here. So I mean, they could blow all the way out and come down here to the 161. There's consolidation here, because if they come to the 161, they get both. They get the 129 and the 161. They get all the orders. They get all the orders that are right here, all the orders that are right here in one swipe. Well, and to be honest, they'll actually get all these expansion orders in one swipe. They'll likely do it in one day, which maybe, like I said, it might be today. where they come and swipe the 61, 100, 129, and 161.
Yeah, they do stuff like that.
Come swipe them
They do.
all.
They get real disrespectful taking out your orders around here.
Yeah, they're gonna do that very disrespectfully.
Definitely feel you, Rose. I feel you.
Very disrespectfully.
Okay. I'm definitely starting to get. I'm like, that's the thing about me. When I do it consistently, like I'm on track. Like I take good trades. I don't really like have bad risk management. Like I'm patient for me. But when I go back to work and like I get back on that working man stuff, I start losing my edge with this. Like I don't understand why that's happening.
Right, you just
But
start pressing buttons and shit.
yeah, it's like I'm not sure of myself anymore.
I feel you. So just it's most likely just being more relaxed.
Yeah, because I haven't like traded in a while. So I'm like anxious.
Right. Just being relaxed and cool, calm, and collected. How they say, cool, calm, and collected or whatnot. Okay, we got that 15-minute trade in. Now, due to the fact that we just got to retrace to this resistance here, I'm going to take another 15-minute trade in 1 minute. At the next 5-minute candle, I'm gonna take another 15-minute trade. We can do $10 on this one too.
So at 6:25 or 6:30?
25. So in about 15 seconds.
And we still selling this bitch. This bitch is gonna take.
Yeah, we still gonna drop another sell on. All right, we can pull it. That was another 15 minutes. So now we got that one trade that expires in 5, and then we have another trade that expires in 15.
Yes, sir.
Now on your pocket options, what do you have on your screen so far? Do you have any indicators and things on there?
So I use the zigzag and the Bollinger Band combination.
Okay, for a second, take the Bollinger Bands off.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you can change from the candlesticks to the Hakinashi?
Yeah.
All right, and turn on the Hakinashi for a minute.
All right, cool. I got the Hakuna sheet candles on.
All right, cool. Now let's look at which one I want to look at, what time frame. Let's go to the 1 minute on the Hakinashi. All right, now on the Hakinashi, 1 minute, look at, I actually think I can change screens real quick. I'll show you. I think that's it. Can you see my pocket options?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now over here on the Hakinashi, the cool thing about the Hakinashi is, of course, it's gonna measure the momentum of particular trends or whatnot. So looking at this right here, you can literally trade Hakinashi from point to point. So looking over here on the left, we have a peak right here, this low peak. We can drop that line right there on that. The high, it's really almost really easy to use the high key sheets once you know what they're displaying. Once you know what they're showing you, it's like, damn, these Hakina sheets are clutch. So for example, like we know we're in a downtrend because we've already done that work and analysis on the MT4. So now using the Hakina sheets here on the binary side, all we have to do is trade when the colors change. We know we're in a downtrend. So once the Hakina sheet turns red on whatever time frame that we're looking at on MT4, we know the trends change or the direction of the momentum's change. And for this example, going back to the, let me see if I can go back. Okay, now I know how to do it. Okay, coming back over here to the Aussie USD, this is what we're looking at on MT4, a retrace and a downtrend to our new expansion levels. And we know 5 minutes still pushing down as well. What we see over here on the pocket option side is the change in momentum based on the Hakina sheet turning green to red. So using both in combination really gives you an advantage trading as you trade binary. Okay, we got 45 seconds, but it's that one trade, the first trade we took to close.
Yes, sir.
What position? Where was you at in that entry?
For the first position, 73732.
73732. Okay, I'm at 73736, so I'm out of profit at the moment. We got 16 seconds. So we're going to 1 minute. You might actually have a little longer than I do. I got 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I got 20.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Yeah. I may get the push that I need.
Yeah, you should get the push we need right here on this candle close here. It's probably gonna come right at the last minute. Or the last second, rather.
All right, that one closed. Waiting on that 10 minutes left for the other one. 9 minutes.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes on the other one. I didn't catch that one either. That 30-minute candle just clipped us on that 30-minute close. But going back to here on the charts, we're still in our entry range. That 30-minute candle threw a huge wick. This 30-minute candle should be the one that actually comes and holds that particular level. Here's the 15-minute chart. That 15-minute candle should go down there and close on our expansion, which is going to initially begin the shift. Of course, it's 9:30. We know what happens at 9:30. The New York volume comes into the market and does its push, and it creates its little waves. Let me go back into XRP. How's XRP doing? I'm actually thinking about buying into this XRP at some point today too. This is how it looks right now. I'm gonna do a naked chart. Tomorrow we'll go over, I will use the actual, the template I've created.
Bet.
Looking right here on this 1 minute chart, you see how price is failing to close back above yesterday's low? This dotted blue line?
Yeah.
That's another sign that we're still in the right directional bias.
In bearish conditions.
Right. What was I talking about? I was talking about what? XRP? Yeah. All right, so going back over here to XRP. This is the 4-hour chart. Let's go ahead and let's do the 1-hour cycle count. Let's zoom all the way out. Okay, so looking at here, we got peak to peak. This was one whole cycle. Looking right here, just at an eyeball, I'm looking right here. This is a supportive level. This was a previous resistance level. Just after boxing out that swing high, swing low, swing high. Because as you see, each pullback created an additional higher low. That's why I continue to draw, or I continue to push the box up, because every pullback still pushed a higher low, and these ones right here all met each other. This did push down, but if we zoom in, that's a wick, not a body. So price closed down there. Remember what I said about wicks. Wicks are where price wanted to go. The body closes where price was accepted. Price went here, but was not accepted. And then it began to get accepted higher than the wick.
Right.
So if we go back and I zoom back out, that's where this level was created and how that level was created. So now, where I'm at now, I can see that this obviously is resistance, or this is actually a range, which is the level 3 in this cycle. So that's level 3. Oh shit. So if we can now see that this is level 3 in the cycle, and this is the bottom of level 3, we know that's support. So instead of getting a cycle change over from 3 becoming level 1 in a cycle down, we know this crypto is going up. So this was just a reset. The reset happened at the bottom of level 3. Didn't get a chance to quite push over and start a new bear cycle. It just went back to the beginning of the last bullish level. Now, if price would have closed down here, we would have been forced into a bear cycle by level 3 becoming level 1 and so forth down. We're not getting a level 3 to level 1 because we can't break out a level 3. So this would be seen as a reset for another bullish cycle.
To break the box.
Right, so this would be actually an ideal time. Of course, you know, they say buy the dips. Right now would be the perfect time to buy the dip because it's the last dip. Okay, so if we look over here, we actually got a triple bottom right here on this dip. So some people bought this dip and they have to wait for this dip, which is the second dip. They thought it was all good, then they got hit again, and now price is gonna go.
Gotcha. That's a good signal too.
So right now is actually the best time to buy the dip. These dips, of course, were cool, but you saw how they had to wait through that. And if they got excited, they probably bought here again, and then got smacked. They probably bought right here, and got smacked. And they bought right here again, right here again, and got smacked. When all they had to do was continue to buy right here. Or just wait for this last retest and now off to the races. They would have been in profit from the first buy all the way, rather than sitting through the fucking storm and risking. And I'm pretty sure this shit right here blew everybody's account.
Blew their account out, yep. Everybody holding.
Because I know this weekend, I told everybody I had sent out a signal to buy here. No, where was it? It was actually sent out a signal to buy here. So on, what was it? No, wait, it wasn't there. It was here. Sent out a signal to buy 29 right here. Sent out a signal to buy right here. So if they held, of course they were in profit, but if they didn't move their stop in profit, and I think I had the stop loss somewhere down in here at this level. So if they didn't move their stop in profit, they even got hit with that. I moved my stop in profit. I didn't make much profit because of the entry, and the stop was in profit. I didn't take profit. I took a couple partials, but on the overall position, I was stopped out for maybe 100 pips, if that. And then this crash came, but now it's actually time to buy again because we're back in this zone, man. That's a triple bottom. So if we come in here and say, let's look at the 15-minute chart. We got an inverse head and shoulder. Now, if I go ahead and throw my high, lows, and days on there, this was yesterday's low. Notice how price didn't even make it back down there. Price didn't make it back down to yesterday's low. Now looking at this 30-minute, of course, now, or let me go to the 30-minute. Looking at this 30-minute on an intraday basis, considering that we just did the higher time frame analysis, identifying that we're at the bottom of the previous level 3 for the bulls, and it's likely a supportive area, we can now begin to anticipate this area here, which if we look here on an intraday basis on this 30-minute chart, this is a complete 3 levels. We got level 1, level 2 and 3 in the same push, which all happened very fast yesterday. So now here's level 2.
See that momentum?
Boxed out like that. With these with the white lines I just drew on. Let me get this yellow out. With the white lines I just drew on there. So we got level 1.
And we want that other binary just closed. We won that one.
Yeah, okay, good deal. We won that. We got one more. Well, no, I think I took 2. I got another one closing in 10 seconds. It was the same entry as the other one. So we got level 1, 2, and 3 right here. 3 becomes 1. And now we're on our way up. All right, let's go back over to Aussie so we can get some more of them wins in while we're riding that train. Okay, so now let's go to the 15-minute. 15-minute here, 5-minute here. Let's take another 15-minute down. And let's enter. Let me go to the 1-minute time frame. At the break of this yellow line, which is going to likely happen in about 10, 20 seconds. So on the 42, let's take another sell. So right here, I just entered.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that shit fell quick. My entry is 7371. And that was 15 minutes.
73720.
73721?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal. So far, I think we're what, about 4 and 1 on the binary, 5 and 1, something like that?
Yeah. Let me see how many we did. I did 5 trades, so yeah, 4-1.
Okay, smooth. This will be the 6th.
Yes, sir. Now this is the 5th. This is the 5th for me. You did a double on one.
Okay, yeah, I did double. Okay, smooth.
Oh, yeah, now I know why my friend prefers to do this over the MT4. I like MT4 as well. I started, but I'm not gonna lie, binary is so much easier. I just feel like if I could find a way to, like, you see how what we do in MT4, if I could find a way to do that on binary without having to use MT4, I would only do binary. If I could look at like the 4-hour binary and like mark it up and stuff,
Right,
like
okay.
I would trade that only. But I don't think it's as accurate because there's moments where it goes OTC. And I think that's just only like pocket option people and binary traders. So I think it's like not as accurate as MT4 charts with the actual currency price.
Okay, that makes sense.
But my friend also does stocks on the binary. So I think that's where he's like killing at the most. Because when it goes OTC, he'll just switch to like Apple or Wendy's or whatever other stock, and he'll binary trade that
Right, he'll
versus the
binary trade
currency.
the OTC right off the pocket option screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He's killing it,
yeah,
man.
whenever that OTC come in play, you know that it's like 90%, no lower than that.
Yeah, like
You
today
know, like
he's
right
at
now
what
we're getting to
3,500.
70. We're getting to like the little 70. We might get 85 in a minute here on Aussie. But using that OTC is always like 92%.
Yeah, he's doing
Every now and then it'll
92%
be
right
8
now.
flat, but for the most part, that shit's straight 92. Be way up there.
Yes, sir. I went ahead and that XRP trade that you called out, I put a buy limit in for that just in case, you know what I'm saying? I hit off. I'll ride that third leg. Straight up. MT4 is doing great. Have you ever heard of the alligator indicator?
Yeah. It's got the little the bars, the green and red or
Hmm.
something like that.
Yeah, the moving averages, it's green, red, and blue. I this is one of my favorite indicators. It's so accurate. The only thing is it's late because you know most indicators of trends sometimes
Yeah,
late.
you can turn you can put the alligator on here, can't you?
Hmm.
Okay, I see what you mean.
It's accurate, but it's sometimes so late. But once it's confirmed, like it's like 98% accurate. I don't know what parameters he's using, but Bill Williams was the truth back in the day.
Okay, yeah,
Fact.
clutch. You just all your shit just spelled out in the profit.
Oh yeah, she finna fall. She folded.
There we go.
Well, I'm cool, man. I done doubled up now. I had like $40 in my pocket option. I'm at 84. I win this one, I'll be at like what 90. Was that 90 or 100? That's gonna be 100.
Clutch. Okay, yeah, I just turned this alligator on with the Hakinashi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit clutch.
Well, I'm telling you, bro, when I had the time and I was really, I was more in the chat trading more, like, I was really running through everything, indicators, trending, oscillators, everything, bro. Like there's another one called it runs with the alligator. It was all made by the same guy. It's called shit. it's the thing when you smoke weed, bro. You can't remember shit, man. What is that shit called?
The awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome or accelerator. One of them. What is two of them, but it's one of them that's better.
Ah, the
Can't remember.
accelerated oscillator.
Yeah, I think it's that one. That one is faster than the awesome. The awesome is just like the alligator. Like it literally does the same thing. Like the signal for it is the same as the alligator. But the accelerated one is before it. Like it's a little faster than the alligator. So it helps you get in like at the lowest peak point before the trend actually gets confirmed by the alligator.
Okay, there we go. That bitch it fell out. Bam. That's what we and that's
Hmm.
what we wanted.
That's what we're looking
We're
for.
shooting for that 7.3 flat down here. So that's exactly what we wanted. But
Yes, sir.
let's see that. What was it? Accelerator is oscillator.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing here. Let's see how you do it.
So like with the alligator, it moves a little bit faster. So if you look at the crosses of the alligator, because the signal for the alligator is when price crosses above the green and the blue, or the green and the red. I think the blue is the last one, but I know when it's above the first two lines that it's confirmed. And then in the accelerator is basically it's like a noise chart type of thing. And when the colors switch and it's very loud, like going outside of the bars,
Okay, throwing that
it's confirmed.
alligator on there. This is what we see on the charts and on my markup. So it runs dead on with everything I marked up.
Yeah, it's just a little bit late, like you know what I'm saying, like that lag a little bit.
That's clutch though.
And then basically, like as you can see, like if you look at the when it was selling, by the
Uh-huh.
time that when it got to that bottom where your Fibonacci extension is at 61.8, when it came up and now price started to cross that green line and then the red line, and now they started to come over, that sell trend is officially over. Like it tells you the end of the trend as well. So you could definitely close all your sell trades and get out. And then you can come back in after the green line price crosses the green line again at the top by your Fibonacci extension, the 61.8, but by 0.73770
Okay, I
over
see.
there at the top where it crosses. Now you got another signal for sell, you know what I'm saying? You come back in and you ride the trend until price comes back up into those colors.
Got you. You take profit once they consolidate inside the green and the blue.
It, exactly. Yeah. 'Cause that's when you know like kind of that trend, that first range of trend is over.
Okay,
Now
so
the
let's
thing,
see how this looks on. Let's go to a hour. Okay, so on the hour, yeah, that should take us right to our target. Based on looking at the alligator and what I marked up earlier, we should land dead on the fucking money. That on the work that we eyeballed earlier,
hmm
based on this Bill Williams and shit right now, we should fall dead on the money with precision right here.
yo, bro, like that shit was clutch for me when I first started trading. Like that was when I was telling you like I didn't understand the RSI and stuff like that. That was the only indicator that made sense to me. Cause like I don't know, like it just it's simple. Like the candles either go up and they like trade through it and above it, and then when they come back towards it, it's like consolidation. The lines get all squishy, you can't see nothing, so it's like don't trade. And then when they open up, it's like the alligator eating. So it's like you should eat too. You know what I'm saying? You look for the trend and you enter the trend.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's clutch.
And it helped me like learn at the beginning like how to control my emotions before I was able to like draw trend lines and even understand how to do swing low, swing high Fibonacci like that. So that's what I'll be using on the pocket option because that with the what I had zigzag to tell me like the highest points or whatever, then I would know like if it was like that's when I got to get to where we at now. Like, you know, stages and stuff like that. Because now
Okay.
once it gets to that highest point of the zigzag, I know if we go into another stage of climbing higher, or if we reverse it, like this is stage 3.
This
You know what I'm
right here
saying?
is one of the RSIs I use. Right
Right,
here, and
go.
this is the just measures the momentum. Well, of course, it's just simple as that. And looking at this with the Bill Williams, it's simply when it's green buy, when it's white sell.
Got you.
Just looking at this Bill Williams here, that's what I'm reading right off the bat. Just simple. You can just keep it as simple as that. When it's green buy, when it's right, look at it from this view. When it's green buy, when it's white sell. As long as both indications match up. So if you were just using that strategy alone, you would have bought here, you would have sold here. So yeah, that Bill Williams looks pretty clutch. I've actually never used this Bill Williams.
Yeah, when I first started trading, I was just Googling stuff. Like they was like that's one of the most accurate trend indicators from back in the days, like from like the 60s or some shit. So I'm like, for it to still be an MT4, it can't be broke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
something gotta be accurate with it. So I'm like, let me try it. At first I used to play with the settings to try to make it faster, but then I realized like it just works best where he set it at. Because it's meant to be a little bit later so that you get confirmation of the trend. It's not meant to tell you when it's reversing or like
right.
anything else.
Definitely clutch. See, now look here at this particular viewpoint of it. Looking at this particular viewpoint, look at the RSI and the Bill Williams. That cross is coming here.
Yep. Price broke through green, red. White is RSI telling you to sell.
That's clutch.
Even the RSI and the green levels, when it was like the fake out, it gave you like a fake double bottom. I mean,
Right,
double bottom, double top.
clutch. And as long price as the RSI stays below the 50, we're still good for the downtrend. Okay, price is back on my entry on that Aussie. Well, I got 2 minutes left. Okay, we're back. So in a retrace, if the trend's not completely over, that space in between the green and the blue on Bill Williams is an entry for your continuation downwards.
Yeah, like that. They say that that's the last leg of the indicator. Like once price comes up and closes above, it's a possible what do you call it? When it flipped. But at the same time, the Bill Williams it changes, based on the time frame you're on. So if you look at a higher time frame and it's still giving you sell signals, it may just be like a
Exactly.
fake out. Yeah.
And that's clutch.
Oh yeah, I won that last binary. I'm at
Okay, good
$100 for
deal.
the day. Let me roll a little
Right.
victory, little blunt, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let your trade close out.
Good shit.
Damn.
So we can stay where we're at now and then pick up tomorrow. Now that you built a little bit cushion under your account, we'll actually go through the compound tomorrow.
All right, cool.
And we'll link same time.
I bet, but I'm not even gonna mess with this binary because I know that's the quickest way to come up. I'm just gonna maybe take a couple more MT4 trades depending on what signals come out if I see anything. So binary,
Okay,
I'm gonna leave it
so
right here at 164. And I see you tomorrow. What do you want to do? 6 a.m. your time, 9 mine.
yeah. Well, we can actually start about 8.
By 8. 8. Okay.
Yeah,
New York. Got you.
good deal. All right,
All right,
bro. And
boss. Thank you.
once this
Appreciate it.
file downloads, I'll shoot it to you so you can replay it or whatnot.
All right, cool. You could send it through the Mighty. Is it a way you can send it through the Mighty Networks, or you have to email it to me? Because I can see my email either way.
I should be able to send it through Telegram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, either way.
Okay, bet.
All right.
All right, bro.
All right. Thank you.
No doubt.
Let's go.